So one of the most asked questions since I've been posting about the Nikon ZR is how does this camera perform for photography? Now, although this is a very video-centric camera, it does have a dedicated photo-video switch, and it has some very impressive photography capabilities, sharing the same sensor that is in the very capable Nikon Z6 Mark III, with some drawbacks. So to be able to answer that question thoroughly, I've been leaving my Leicas at home and using the ZR for the last few weeks for photography purposes. I didn't get to go anywhere exciting. I'm under the weather a little bit, and it's just been kind of busy with the holidays. So touching on specifications briefly, it does share, as I mentioned, the same sensor with the Nikon Z6, which is the 24.5 megapixel partially stacked sensor. So basically, a partially stacked sensor allows for a higher readout speed for photography, and then helps to reduce the kind of rolling shutter effect with video. As far as I understand, it's a little bit beyond my, I don't like to dive into specs too much, but people have been raving about the sensor on the Nikon Z6 III, so just wanted to mention that it's the same sensor. That being said, it does not have a mechanical shutter, so all of the drawbacks of no mechanical shutter, high-speed photography, for example, you're going to get some weird warping at certain shutter speeds, and also limitations with using a flash. So bear that in mind. My type of photography, it doesn't really matter for me. My Leica has a mechanical and electronic shutter, so if I'm over 1/2000th of a second, which is quite often, then it uses that electronic shutter. So I'm kind of used to how they behave and what those limitations are. So if you're not, then bear that in mind if you're considering this for photography. Now, before I dive into my experience with the ZR for photography, I don't have a sponsor for today's video, but I did want to bring up something really exciting that I'll be launching in conjunction with Grams 28 on December 10th. If you're unfamiliar with Grams 28, I've been doing stuff with them for many years now, and they specialize in really high quality leather lifestyle products. A couple months ago, they came up with this new adventure series of bags, and in the last year, I've been working with them behind the scenes to develop a limited edition version of these adventure bags, featuring my Safari 944. So if you've seen some of my work recently on social media, whether it's here or on Instagram, you may have seen a really cool, unique livery that I have put on my Porsche. So we designed this Mars rover livery inspired by The Martian and Interstellar and just general exploration, storytelling, and adventure. And this special edition line of these adventure bags ties in exactly with that. We've got 3 different bags made out of this really durable X-Pack material that's going to be perfect whether you're adventuring or if it's for everyday use. So this is probably my favorite one. This is the sling bag. This is what I use on a daily basis. I can carry 2 Nikon ZRs in here, my M11 or Q3, a couple of other kind of accessories. We have a camera strap in 2 sizes with some really nice brass accent hardware. And then my absolute favorite is the Interstellar Carhartt-inspired Detroit jacket with Mars rover on the back, and then some really cool details. So everything will be available to purchase, I believe, on the 10th of December. If you use that link below just to sign up, you'll get notified when things go live. But as I mentioned, it's limited edition. They're not going for sale again. So if you've seen them on my socials, because I have been teasing them and they've piqued your interest, then definitely check out that link down below. Now, the biggest drawback is it doesn't have a viewfinder. That being said, now I'm not holding my breath for this, but the ZR does have the kind of very first electronic connection with the hot shoe from Nikon. And I'm wondering if maybe down the line they might come out with a removable EVF. Who knows? We've seen it with the Fujifilm GFX 100 II. We haven't seen it with any other cameras. And I honestly think whoever makes it first, that's going to be a big deal, because Sony could have done it with the FX3, FX2, FX30, but Nikon have the opportunity right now to jump the gun and beat Sony to it. And I think if they do that, it will make this already unique camera even more special. But the lack of viewfinder isn't as bad, considering we have this absolutely enormous, gorgeous 4-inch screen that's incredibly bright, and it makes that shooting experience a whole lot better, especially considering there's no viewfinder. If the screen was smaller, I'll be a little bit more annoyed and it wouldn't make it as enjoyable, but it's been fine for me. So in summary, $2,200, you're getting an incredibly capable video camera and photo camera. Obviously there are some drawbacks, but if you don't mind not using an EVF for photography, then this is the perfect option for a hybrid shooter, in my opinion. The most exciting camera release of 2025 for myself. Ergonomic wise, I did talk about this in my previous video about using it for filmmaking. The grip sucks, but I do have the small rib cage now, which is on my other ZR that I'm filming on right now. And then I have the grip coming in a couple of days, which will go on this camera. And the grip makes a huge difference. So that's kind of my biggest accessory advice if you get the ZR, to get yourself a grip. Because after using this for, even just like half an hour, it does start to fatigue the hand pretty quickly. So in case you haven't caught it already, I have sold my Sony cameras and I now have 2 ZRs. I'm filming on one, and then I have this one right here. It's just made sense to me. I kind of get bored. Like, as I've mentioned in many videos before, all cameras are great. But the Nikons, they've made me learn and grow, because it's my first time using the R3D NE, and playing around with raw video has been pretty fun and rewarding. So all in all, it's a great hybrid option. That's something that I wasn't really able to find with Sony. Photography on this has been great, and if I want to just take one camera, then I can just take the ZR for both photo and video work. So if there's something that I've missed about this camera for photography, as always, you can drop a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.